Is this thing on? I don't know. Is it? Oh, it is. What up, my people? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Jacob Pacheco, and in today's episode, I'm gonna give you 3 things you need to start surfing prone or in general. My name is Jacob Pacheco. I'm an adaptive pro surfer. I have been practicing the art and science of surfing since 2014. In that time period, I've gone to many different places across the world. I've competed against some of the best athletes in the sport with disabilities, and I've done it with cerebral palsy. So I've taken all of my routines, techniques, tools, and I've compiled them in this short series for you so you can get started and save time on the back end and have more time for stoke and surfing. With that being said, let's get started, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button below and the bell icon right next to it to receive notifications when the dope content drops. Let's go. The 3 things you're going to need to get started in surfing are very simply a surfboard, a backpack with a dry bag attachment, and a good quality wetsuit. Now that we got the basics out of the way, let's get into the nitty-gritty and one of the most common mistakes made when we start surfing. One of the most common mistakes made when we first start surfing is this idea that we're going to be Kelly Slater or Mick Fanning or Alana Blanchard when we start, but that's not the case. In fact, we have to start slow. And a lot of people think we need to buy an expensive surfboard or expensive equipment to get started. Actually, it's the exact opposite. We should really be focusing on buying cheap, durable equipment. Here's the reality of the situation. You're dealing with an unpredictable environment, i.e. the ocean. And the ocean decides what we do out there, not the other way around. And when we first start surfing, we're gonna suck. We're gonna blow up, we're gonna get demolished, and we're gonna get beat down. I even do that nowadays. Some days it's harder for me than others. With that in mind, we need to focus on extending our dollar while also maximizing efficiency and the stoke all at once. And that's why it's more important to purchase a backpack and a really good wetsuit to start off with. Here is why. In this backpack, you're going to put a pair of clothes to change into after your surf session, a pair of sunglasses after you get out of the water to help with sun glare, your wallet so people can identify you if you get eaten by a shark, your keys so you can go home and spend time with the family you've been neglecting in the water, some form of hydration, and simple nutrition that's easily digestible to create energy while out in the water, like a smoothie, fruit, or something of that nature. This is a smoothie I made, and I usually drink it before I surf. Or wax, to help you stick to your board when you're out in the water. And if you want to create content like I do, you need a GoPro. You also should have a housing of some kind to protect it. Lastly, the wetsuit. Now you might be looking at all this stuff thinking, wow, this is a lot of things, Jacob. This is more than 3. Here's why the backpack is so critical. Voila! Your backpack is now the one-stop shop for all of the equipment that you need. In the dry bag compartment, you have the wetsuit. In the larger pocket, you have the clothes that you will need to change into. On the sides, you have the hydration and nutrition. In one of the small pockets, you have your wax. In the other small pockets, you have your essentials, such as your keys, camera equipment, the sunglasses like the cherry on top, go on your head. That is why the backpack is such an important investment. It acts as a one-stop shop because time is energy. This leads us to the 3rd element of the 3 things needed to surf, and that is a quality wetsuit. I mentioned earlier that time is energy. I surf with a disability called cerebral palsy. It taxes my body to the maximum. For context, it takes me 3 times as much energy to move my body from point A to point B. With that in mind, time is of the essence. Why? because as the temperature drops, our performance also drops. It becomes much harder to move in cold. And it is something that I learned a harsh lesson of at Steamer Lane in Santa Cruz, where I didn't have the proper equipment and I suffered greatly for it. I don't want you to experience the same things. Having a quality wetsuit, we can reduce the amount of cold that we feel. A good wetsuit will generally last you anywhere from 18 to 24 months as long as you take good care of it. By doing this, it allows you to surf year-round, catch more waves, and spend less time out of the water. We'll go into further detail in future episodes as to some of the other pieces of equipment that you can attach to the wetsuit to make your sessions more stoked. Now with this in mind that we're going to start surfing, we're focusing on cheap, durable equipment, not expensive and refined. Focus on paying no more than $200 for a surfboard. You can find one at Costco brand new for less than $100, or go to a used sports store and buy an older board that's beaten up, that's worn. And as long as it's functional, you'll be stoked, you'll have good sessions, and you'll teach yourself. So that way, when you do get to the refined, expensive equipment, you can rip like a Kelly Slater or some amazing surfer out there on the waves. Yes. Wrapping this all up in a nice bow, the 3 things you need to get started in surfing: a surfboard, a backpack with a dry bag compartment, and a high quality wetsuit. And in my opinion, those are the 3 things you need to get started, to have fun, and to be stoked. But more importantly, I would like to hear from you. What would you do differently? What would you add to the mixture to help you start the surfing journey? Leave a comment below. Give some tips and tricks, and I might just add them in the next video. Speaking of which, in the next video, we're going to be talking about personal limitations, understanding our pitfalls out in the water, and how to work through those to stay stoked and safe and catch more waves all at the same time. I might be bringing on a few guests as well to help with this, and you're going to want to stick around for it. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button below, because I'm trying to grow this channel. We've been doing this a long time. We're almost at 450 subscribers, guys. What? It's amazing. So if you could, please share this video to anybody who might be interested in learning more about it. And please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. But always, keep charging for your dreams and goals. Stick around for the next How to Surf Prone Series vlog, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.